the Tuesday Anzac Day games has completely thrown my week out. Like, having the public holiday on the Tuesday has fucked it. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, it is a really weird feeling. Although I was just thinking today that it's actually great because we got like Team List came out today as of
Like
recording,
11 or something, right?
And then there's a game tomorrow. We don't have to wait long at all.
Yeah, it's good. It's a lot. It's good. I didn't like when I went to work, I was like, fuck, it doesn't feel like Wednesday. And then like at the same time, I was like, how the fuck am I going to be able to work 3 days this week? Like it seems like a lot, you know? What are you drinking there? What kind of brewski you got?
Sam left this here. This is a low alcohol beer. What is this?
Oh,
Ultra low alcohol hoppy ale.
did you guys rip into him about that being a good choice for him?
I actually didn't even know he was drinking low alcohol beer until he left. Okay. He left these here.
Okay.
We should have made him feel bad for making the right decision.
Yeah. That's when someone makes a positive change in their life, the only thing to do is to rip into them.
Gotta tear him down.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Just the Tip, everybody. I'm your host, Michael. Joining me always is my co-host, Matt. Matt, how did we get tricked into doing this every week? And like Ben is just sort of, I've got a couple notes here. He's like a single dad. We only see him every second week.
Yeah, that's really true.
I've got the subhuman is subterranean right now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
he's caving somewhere, as confirmed by Jeff, who I spoke to earlier today, who I sent a text and proceeded to call me. Hate that move. Don't do that to me. I hate that shit. What did I say? Subterranean, subhuman, subterranean. Yeah, he's caving. Yeah. He's in his single mum era. He's trying everything out, and he's gone caving. It's his new favorite thing. And I think he tried to convince a bunch of us to go caving in 2024, right?
Yeah, I did remember that pop up in the chat, and I disregarded it immediately.
Yeah, he won't be into caving in 2024. It'll be something else.
Yeah, absolutely no way.
You'll realize there's no money in caving.
The thing that's really ground my gears in this situation is okay, so what round is it? Round 9?
Round 9.
This is the 4th time he's not showed up. But usually he will come up with some excuse an hour, 45 minutes, half an hour before we're supposed to start recording. That's usually the amount of lead time we get. In this situation, he just didn't respond. He just didn't show up. Nothing.
We can't do this show without him, as has been screamed at me. We literally can't do the show without him. But we don't have a choice.
I want to, Ben, if you're watching, I am this close to just saying, don't come back.
Yeah.
Don't come back.
I love you, but where are you? You're not loving me.
I love you. Ben, you're my friend. Do I want to do business with you?
No way. Are you going to show up to the meeting on time?
At least just pop in the chat. Hey boys, I'm going into a cave for 12 hours. I don't know how long caving takes. I'm going into a cave. I know that we usually always record on either Tuesday or Wednesday every single week.
And you did say it has to be Wednesday this week because there's games on Tuesday.
I said it last week.
You gave a lot of warning. You gave a week's warning.
Okay, everybody watching, please go down in the comments and just rip Ben to shreds. Rip him to shreds because he's going to be on the next week's podcast and he has to listen to them all as we read them out.
That'd be great. For my 10 favorite comments, you get a free hat. My 10 the 10 best ripping into Ben comments, free hat. You get another one, Rugby League history. I'll send you another fucking one.
New hat.
More cards.
So you can wear one at the front, one at the back.
Yeah, just terrific stuff. Well, he's on holiday, I guess. In his defense, he's on holiday, but he really should have let us know to push it back 15 minutes at least. But I guess that means Jeff's not here, I guess. Whatever you had to say, Jeff, it's not getting through. And we can't do it next week because we've got Harry's Mystical Magic Round tour. Hopefully he's still doing that. That'll be fun. Harry's going to be our guest host next week. It's going to be terrific.
Wait, guest host?
Yeah, look, I'm gonna give him the reins. I don't know if he knows this, but like,
Oh.
my hands are off the wheel, and I'm going, and I'm sitting in the back seat with Ben, and you're in the passenger seat, and he's
I
taking
love
it. He's running. He's got ideas, and he told me some of them, and I was like, just yep, take that. Don't tell me anymore. I love this.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, in regards to Jeff, we there was a big kerfuffle that he
Yeah.
wanted to come on the podcast to quote unquote defend himself.
Yeah.
And what I want to know is, defend yourself for what? Because as far as I can
What?
recall, you tipped the Bulldogs against the Eels 2 weeks ago and lost the tip. We brought that up.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that you accused Nico Hines of being the biggest drug dealer in the competition, and we said, how dare you talk about our golden child Nico Hines like that? Those are the two things I can point out. So did we miss something?
Yeah, he tipped the Eels again this week as well, and they lost to the Broncos.
Jeff, you got to stop.
You got to stop. Just leave it blank.
Yeah, leave it blank. Flip a coin.
Oh man. No, we got Stein problems, dude. We got Stein problems for days. We're drowning in Stein problems.
Oh, nothing but Stein problems.
You might notice that I'm wearing a black shirt here. It's not because of Anzac Day, which is a day of mourning. It's because I'm officially in mourning. Jack Wighton has signed a 4-year or 3-year deal with the Rabbitohs.
4 years, I think.
Holy fuck! It sucks they moved. It sucks to be a Camo Raiders fan. It really does. But that's what you get for stealing Jamal Fogarty a year early, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Jack Wighton to the Bunnies. It's sad. It's funny that they moved on Reynolds because he was aging, and now they've got Jack Wighton out of position on unders at the Rabbitohs until he's like 33. He'll be when his contract ends. Maybe 34 potentially.
Yeah, depends whether he's had his birthday or not yet this year.
Tell me your thoughts on this, and then tell me your thoughts on Ricky Stewart's clapback.
Well, yeah. So he's going to the Rabbitohs. Reports are that he might be playing center because they've got Cody Walker and Latrell taking up 5'8" fullback spots. And then the reported amount was that they signed him for $800K a year, which is good money for a center. But the reports were that the Raiders offered him $1.1 million a year. So from what I've seen is that the NRL are going to review the contract to make sure everything's above board, which I mean sounds like a good idea to me. But also, if it is the fact that he's just going to the Rabbitohs for $300K less a year over 4 years, which is $1.2 million a year that he's going to get less. Wow. Yeah, you said it. Sucks to be a Raiders fan.
It sucks, man. Like, who are they going to get like to fill that 5'8" spot? Like, and who are the heart and soul of this Raiders team after he leaves? Hang on, I'm going to go down to the teams. It's not Sebastian Chris. Rapana's on his way out.
Heart and soul. God.
Fogarty doesn't have a voice. Josh Papali'i is on the way out.
Yeah, he'll be done in a couple of years. Maybe
Whitehead's on the way out. I think it's Corey Horsburgh. I think Corey Horsburgh is the new leader of this team.
Oh, it's definitely Horsburgh.
Oh, excuse me. Big Red.
Yeah, I don't know, but man. Yeah,
Company doesn't get enough minutes to be a leader. Who's the captain at the moment? Is it Whitehead?
Elliot Whitehead, yes.
Yeah. Oh, they're an aging group. When's the young fullback due back? Hang on.
Savage, he's listed in the reserves this week.
Savage?
Savage.
Oh, yeah, he's not in my casualty ward here, so yeah. Yeah, maybe him. Like, as he gets a couple more winters under his belt, but yeah, I have no idea. Dire signs for the Raiders. Holy shit.
Yeah, sad for them. Obviously, going to the Rabbitohs because he wants to win a premiership before he retires, which I guess is fair. But man, what an indictment of how Jack Wighton feels about the Raiders.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. Did you see him Paul Kent trying to defend it last week on 360.
Mm-mm.
Someone was like, someone said he's going to the Rabbitohs in hopes of winning a premiership, and I think Paul Kent said something along the lines of, is he really that much better of a premier? Is he that much better of a chance of winning a premiership with the Rabbitohs than he is with the Raiders? And the other three panelists on the table, it just like the air got sucked out of them. They were just yeah,
yes.
Kenty. They're looking good for this year, let alone next year. I'd be interested to see on Zero Tackle who is off contract next year for the Rabbitohs.
I assume Campbell Graham will be staying because he's an absolute gun in the center. So you'd assume he would be the other center, which I believe at the moment is Isaiah Tass.
Mm-hmm.
So he's replaceable.
And he had a great weekend as well.
Yeah. And Ilias is coming up. They've got Damien Cook still cooking. The forwards are, solid.
Yeah, you're exactly right. For who's coming out of this team? Campbell Graham signed until 2024. I mean, everybody's still going to be there. Yeah. Shaq Mitchell's still going to be there. Oh my God, Latrell Mitchell's signed forever. What the hell?
Is he?
Yeah, Latrell Mitchell and Jack Wighton are going to be finishing their contracts in the same year potentially.
Ooh.
Matungi's still going to be there. AJ's still there. Ilias.
Yeah, well, there you go. They're putting together a little run.
This is going to be a strong squad this year and next year for sure. Jai Arrow's still going to be there. Crazy times. And I'm really interested to see what the investigation comes into. I don't think it's going to lead to anything. I think it's all above board. That doesn't strike me as a South Sydney thing to do. The salary cap, that's more of a Roosters Storm thing, if you're asking me. It'd be great. It's going to be a great team next year. Holy shit. Would you take unders to go to a better podcast?
Listen, in light of recent activity with some of my fellow players on my team, I mean, it's looking good.
You're not seeing eye to eye with fellow players?
Yeah, I mean, there's a bit of a rift. There's a rift in camp. And it's well publicized.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go join the Titans and just throw the ball on the ground as much as possible. That's my Kieran Foran joke of the week.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Titans, have you seen this news about Justin Holbrook?
Is he gotten fired yet? No. How recent is this?
Old Buzz.
Mm-hmm.
Now Kenty. My Buzz impression. He said there's huge pressure on the Titans coach at the moment after, I mean, 2 straight matches. There was a bye in between where they got out to a huge lead and lost. The last match against the Dolphins. My God.
Again, in mourning.
The equal biggest comeback in rugby league history.
Since 1998.
Of course, it was the Titans.
Yeah, of course.
But I mean, he's got to be under pressure.
He's got to be. Justin Holbrook. Is it him? I mean, I got that in my notes here. Is Justin Holbrook the thing? Like, is he why our attack is so good and the defense is so bad? Like, what are they practicing? They look good in round 1. What the fuck do they do every week? Like, how is it so bad? It was 24 points. They were up by 24 points, Matthew.
26.
26.
I don't know. And there could have been another 2 tries, if not Robert Jennings. He butchered 2 tries. In the one in particular where he just decided to stop. He just said EXE program failed.
Yeah, that was so funny. He must have just thought like someone was right on him, but it was just his teammates around him. Yeah, so good. Disappointing signs for the Titans. I'm not ruling out a jersey curse. I purchased this year's Titans jersey before the Broncos loss, before that game. So might have to cop this one on the chin. Might be my fault. Might be some sort of jersey curse involved here.
Now that I think about it, you got a jersey before the game?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to be one of those people who gets it afterwards. And it's a good looking jersey.
I'm
excited to wear it on the show. I really am. Last bit of news that why I'm in mourning, which leads us on to what we're going to talk about now. Ben has been dethroned from the top of the ladder.
Oh,
Congratulations. Finally get him out of here. I told him he peaked too early. He had to be more sensible. He's peaked too early. He's not going to get back up there ever again.
Congratulations, Brooke. You've earned it. A perfect round.
Wow. Shout out to you, Brooke. Definitely not watching. And it all hinged on a Melbourne Storm, which is you hate to see it. That would have been rattling. The Warriors definitely deserve to win that one.
A lot of close games on the weekend.
A lot of close games.
Warriors almost won. Dragons almost won. Titans almost won. I put in quotations. Tigers almost won.
Oh my God. Tigers. Stop tipping the Tigers, Matt.
They're going to win eventually.
They're not. In saying that, all right, everybody other than Jeff and Brooke were on the Bunnies. We were more or less all on the Broncos except for Tristan. Benjamin lost to the Broncos. Tipped the Eels. That sucks. We're all on the Sharks. Sharks won, right? Yep. Sharks beat the Dogs.
Yeah.
We were all on the Cowboys.
I actually flipped to the Knights.
Oh my God.
When I found out that it was Kalen Ponga's 100th game, and I thought that the guy deserved a little bit of good luck and maybe get a win. But again, I think they only lost by a small margin as well.
2 points.
Yeah, jeez, man. Tight margins. I had a bad week this week.
Yeah, awful. Yeah, you're right. A lot of tight margins. That's weird. I had a rough week as well, but somehow remained in 6th. Sucks to be Harry. Harry's had a rough week as well. I had the Titans. Did you have the Titans? You had the Titans.
Yeah,
Titans stayed faithful. I never felt like they were gonna win at halftime as well. I never believed it because I've fucking seen them do that in person. Remember that Rabbitohs game in, I think it was 2020, 2021? No, it would have been 2020 because we were on the far side of the field. I remember we were on the opposite side to where we sit now. And it was at night. I think it was the time where Deefy got 3 tries.
That's right.
We still conceded a fuckload of points. Like I've seen it. I've seen them do it before.
Oh, we've done it. We did it 2 weeks ago. We did it the Rabbitohs in that game you're talking about. We did it when they played Manly. We were up by 22 and then we ended up losing by 40. We did it with the Broncos again. I think it was either last year or the year before. We do it at least 3 times a year.
I think Holbrook's probably just too nice, if we can get back to that chat. He's just such a nice man. He doesn't like belt them like Ricky Stewart probably does. You know, like I can't imagine they were training on the bye round. It would have been the softest fucking training.
They need to hire someone to bash him. They need to bring in a consultant.
Yeah, a bash consultant.
Yeah, just a hard ass consultant that they bring him in, like, you know, every second week. I think is the frequency that the Titans need. Every second week is like, oh, fucking hard man Tony's coming in, and there's Justin's nowhere to be seen that week, and it's just hard man Tony runs the sessions.
They do. They really do need a hard man Tony to just come in and just do defense for that week, and then next week back to normal training, and then just defense the week after. I don't give a fuck if you're tired on game day. As long as you let in less than 2 tries, I'm okay with it. I don't care if you lose, just less than 2.
Yeah.
Because teams win with defense. Like, we don't need to get into it. We don't need to get into this now. We're all on Manly. You were the only one not on Manly, you fucking idiot.
They almost won. They almost won if it wasn't for you, Mitch.
Yeah.
It was. Were you? Because I was paying attention. I was sitting on Harry's couch, right, watching that game, and we were like, "Oh my God, they're going to do it. They're going to do it." And then Mitch, in the chat, just it comes up, Manly are done.
No.
And literally, I saw that, and I went, "Oh no." And it was like, this moment was in slow motion. I saw this match. I was like, oh, I looked up at the TV, and the Titans literally dropped the ball straight away. Yeah. They were like on Manly's line. They dropped the ball. In the next set, Manly went down the field and scored, and they were back ahead. And that was it.
Yeah. Fucking Mitch. It's his
crazy.
fault. Yeah. We're all on the Roosters. We're all on the Storm. Great Anzac Day wins by both of those teams, except the Storm. Do you want to do Benny's ladder update?
I'll make it quick. Brooks on top. Ben's fallen down to 2nd. I've fallen down to 10th. Terrible round. Noah's still on the bottom. And there's a bunch of people in the middle that no one knows. No one cares about unless you're in the comp.
Just making numbers.
Congratulations to you, Brooke.
All right, let's get into some tipping this week. Did you have any news you wanted to get to? I know we're a bit far up the news, but is there anything else? It's really just Jack Wighton news, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's it. Just Wighton and Holbrook. Watch this space. Tying something against Manly soon, but we'll look into that soon.
Ben had Holbrook, didn't he? For getting fired in the coach's
He did. He did have Holbrook.
Who did you have?
Kevin Walters.
Seems like a bit of a wasted vote.
I had Kevin Walters for first coach sacked, and I had the Warriors for the wooden spoon. Yeah. It's not looking good.
Who did I have for the wooden spoon? Tigers? Did I say Tigers?
You had Tigers, and I think you had Anthony Griffin for your coach.
Yes, that's right. I had Hook. Yeah. Which is not looking good. He's going to keep his job, I bet.
Maybe.
If they keep playing like they did on Anzac Day, for sure. Roosters, bottom four side, I reckon. Sharks, Cowboys. Sharks at home?
Mm-hmm. Yep, PointsBet Stadium.
Cowboys coming off a famous win. Sharks coming off a pretty good win against the Bulldogs. I'm going to take the Sharks this week, and not just because they're the favourites, but because they're just an all-round better team. How long ago did the Cowboys play Saturday and Sharks also played on Saturday? That's pretty fair. Yeah, I'm going to take the Sharks. Can you convince me otherwise?
I'm not going to convince you otherwise. Both teams, same 17 they had for last week's games. This is the first game, I believe, between these two sides since the Cowboys beat Cronulla in the finals last year, knocked them out. I have checked the weather forecast, because you always do with the Sharks. Not much chance of rain, but I'm still back in the home side. I like the Sharks better than the Cowboys. The Cowboys are a boring team for me. The Sharks are in better form, I would say, in general. I think Sharks win by 10 points.
Yeah, that's a good bet. I like that. Yeah, same 1-17. That's right. All right. From Friday night, the 6 p.m. game, Eels versus the Knights. Which one is Jeff going to take here? Do you think Jeff's going to take the Knights here?
Yeah, let's think about this. Put
it in the comments, Jeff.
Who does Jeff tip? Because that will determine who wins.
Yeah, whatever Jeff does, I'm going to do the opposite. And I think he's going to take the Knights here. He's going to see Eels losing last week and Knights coming pretty close. So he's going to take the Knights. So I'm going to tip the Eels here. The Knights lost someone recently, their hooker.
Brayley.
I was going to call him Hastings. Did they lose Hastings as well? No, Hastings is still there. Is Hastings killing it? I feel like I haven't watched a Knights game in a long time.
I mean, I watched that Cowboys game, and it was kind of, I don't know, it wasn't very exciting of a game. It was a bit of just a little slog, to be honest.
I miss Greg Marshew. I miss that man. He was a good guy. Good winger to have.
Yeah. Like, okay, we're getting on the Titans again. Okay, let's breathe.
A lot of outs or not a lot of outs, but Regan Campbell-Gillard is a pretty important out for the Eels. Although Jermaine Hopgood pretty much walks right into that spot, doesn't he? Which sucks if you sold him in fantasy. I think I am going to take the Eels here. Absolutely, unless you can convince me otherwise, Matthew.
Well, I am also tipping the Eels. Wiramu Grieg, the real-life D&D orc, he starts a prop for RCG. I think also Simonson's out injured, so Sean Russell is at center. Knights, same 17. Ponga should start the match. He came off the bench against the Cowboys, so he'll probably start the match this week. Power have also won 5 straight games against Newcastle. I actually think that Jeff is going to tip the Eels in this game, which makes me think the Knights have a shot. But I'm going to play it safe and tip the Eels because I think they should win.
And you're at the bottom of the ladder as well. Who do you want to beat this year in the tipping comp? Like who is it all against? Like if you can't get first, who do you want to have below you?
Oh, well, I mean, in light of recent events, I'd have to say Ben.
It's got to be Ben, right? It's all about beating Ben. I don't care who wins as long as it's not that cunt, and I don't have to wear that dress.
Absolutely.
Friday evening game, we've got the Broncos versus the Rabbitohs. This should be a good one.
Oh,
This might be the match of the round. Hey, let's have a
game of the
quick
round.
squiz. We've got a bit of a poo slinging Saturday, but yeah, game of the round here. Broncos v Rabbitohs. Last week was really a good test for the Broncos to see where they're at, whether or not they're just pretenders or whether or not they deserve to be at the top of the table. And I feel like they proved that they are up there against the Eels. They played a very good game. They dominated the Eels, you could say.
Mm-hmm.
I think I still got to take the Bunnies on this one. The Bunnies have got the Jack Wighton juice that's coming in. Let me have a look, see who's out. No outs for the Bunnies. Ezra Mann, Payne Haas are out for the Broncos. Yeah, even though this is home, the Broncos love losing at home. It's one of their favorite pastimes. Yeah, Rabbitohs 1-17, same as last week, right? Oh no, Tavita Totola returns from a knee injury. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I'm going to take the Bunnies here. What do you reckon?
Yeah, this actual game I had yet to tip. I could not figure out who to tip for this game. Just that, yeah, the Haas suspension is a big blow. Corey Oates is out. Ezra Mam suspended. Oh man, and then you have to toll back for the Bunnies. I could not. So I've got my run sheet here, and it's blank. It's the only one that's blank. And I going into this, I still haven't made a decision. And I decided, you know what? I'm just going to let Mike speak first, hear what he has to say, and then for the sake of content, tip the opposite of whatever he says.
Oh, okay. So you're taking the Broncos.
I'm taking the Broncos.
Do we think Keenan Palacia is going to have an injury during this game that's going to rule him out for this season and next season?
Oh, because he's signing with the Titans next season?
Yeah.
It's always about the Titans.
How deep does the jersey curse go, do I wonder?
It's always about the Titans. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. It's always I know he'll do it like in like the last game of the season. And so he'll do his ACL and be gone for next season. But yeah, I'll take the Broncos. But yeah, either team. I like the Bunnies in this one, but yeah, for the sake of content, let's tip something different from each other.
Be terrific. Why don't they sell cheap tickets to footy games anymore? Like what?
Yeah.
What's happening? Like what? I was looking at those Titans Dolphins tickets for ages. Like they don't go discount before the game. Like, do I have to actually go up to the ticket place? You know how they have those little ticket vendors there? Why those people exist, I have no idea. But is that where I get cheap tickets, like on the game day? I don't want to pay fucking $65 to $90 to watch the Titans concede 26 points, 24. Yeah, like there's got to be a way to get cheaper tickets. I should be able to get a $40 ticket to a game and just not like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
$90 is too much.
I reckon it must be that little box that. Yeah, as you said, inexplicably, people still use and people still working.
There's still a line there whenever I go, like to a stadium. There's still a fucking line there. That many people can't need help with their tickets. They must be buying them or picking them up. I don't know. Yeah, it's literally on your phone. I got to ask next time we go. Next time we go to a home game in fucking June, I'll ask him I'll line up and ask him, be like, hey, what are you guys doing in here?
Yeah. Just to see whether they're actually just like cardboard cutouts of people.
Yeah. Dolphins, Raiders. Fucking Dolphins. Raiders at home. Coming off of that news of Jack Wighton. Do you think Jack Wighton gets the yips here? Like he's been in the media all week? I think the Dolphins for this one. I'm going to let you go first. I swear to God, I'm going to let you go first. But it's just the two of us is throwing me off.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, let me go. This game's actually been played in Wagga. Wagga.
Beautiful.
The place, so nice, they named it twice. For the Raiders, I think we said it earlier, Xavier Savage, he's lurking in the reserve, so we'll see whether he plays or not. Jordan Rapana is back, though, replacing Kotrick. I think he was injured. For the Finns, Kenny Bromwich is back from suspension. He's back at prop. Coming off a bye, the Raiders, obviously they've had a big week in the headlines. They've had their bye. They narrowly lost to the Dolphins earlier this season. I actually think that Ricky, even though they had the week off for Anzac Round, they still went to war. I think he's got them in the. I think he's got their backs up. I think he's going to have Wighton pumped up. Wighton will pump himself up, even though he's leaving the Rabbitohs. I still think he loves Canberra. I reckon all that together, I'll say Raiders win by 6 points.
Really?
Yep.
No, I think the Dolphins have been galvanized by their famous win, or they might be tired from their famous win. But yeah, they're going to be coming in hot. Who's out? No one's really out. Everybody's in. Is Milford playing? No, Milford's lurking in the reserves probably. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is more or less the same team as last week. Kenny Bromwich is back. Oh, Herman Essay. I don't miss him. He was shit. And I hate Jared Wallace so much. Do you hate that cunt?
No, I don't hate him, but he always plays well against a former team. Like when he was at the Titans, he always had his best games against the Broncos. Usually always scored a try. And now he's gone to the Dolphins, scored a try against the Titans. Always the case with Jay Wall.
He's such a shit cunt. I would beat the shit out of that guy.
Whoa, hey.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
You got to stop saying you'll fight NRL players, okay? Elliot's been talking about it.
Yeah, he's been getting in their DMs. Check out this podcast. Sea Eagles versus Titans. Who you got for this one, bro? Come on.
I don't want to talk about it.
Should we just move on?
It's
at Brookie.
It's at Brookie. Trebojevic, Trebojevic needs to pass fitness tests to play. I believe he has a groin injury. Ruben Garrick is going to be playing center. Tuipulotu's back in the wing. The shoe is out.
Shoe's out. So too fat.
Cooper Johns is 5'8". For the Titans, Cruz Leeming and McKaylee, they are gone from the bench. That means Vuna and Baby Haas, Cleese Haas, they replace them. Kieran Thornton returning home to play his old side. That's a fun storyline. Matches, I had a look at, the recent history between these two teams, and pretty much every game is a very high scoring game. Like both teams are scoring on average 24 points.
Take the overs on this one.
I think the overs will probably already be set high for this game, but I'd probably take them. I think if Turbo plays, I think the Titans are in trouble. This is a game that the Titans, they can win any game unless it's against the Panthers, but man. Yeah, they've broken my heart. They've broken my heart, and I'm not tipping them. I'm tipping the Sea Eagles to win.
Yeah, I'm not tipping this. I'll maybe put my jersey on and see whether or not they lose, and then if they lose, I won't wear it again. See if they win the next game.
Okay,
I'm gonna be doing that. Let's hang on.
Were you wearing your jersey when you watched the Dolphins game?
I was. Yeah. It might be it. Magic Round is the next round. Are you excited for Magic Round?
Oh shit, dude, that's the one we'll win. We'll lose this game. And what? Oh, this cunt. You're supposed to be in a cave, I believe.
Yeah, you're supposed to be in a cave. Let me smell your fingers. Who have you got out of the Eagles and the Titans?
You're asking me?
Yeah, you cunt.
Yeah.
Already asked
Eagles,
Matt.
Sea Eagles and Sea Eagles.
Okay, where are you?
I'm at the cave. I just got back.
Yeah, who's that?
Who's what? People.
What's her name?
Jeff? Where's Jeff?
He's not here.
Why not?
Well,
you were organizing it.
Yeah, you were organizing it.
Oh, okay.
Can you please put your phone in landscape?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's get on with the show.
There we go.
All right. So you've got Manly.
Look at Matt. What a cockhead.
Excuse me?
I'm serious. I'm not going to sit back and take this fucking shit.
Yeah, no, dude.
I'm sorry. Boys. I'm sorry.
I don't think you are.
I actually am.
I think if you were truly sorry, you wouldn't have done it.
No, well, I had no control over this.
No control. Jesus Christ.
How was this out of your control?
What happened to your hair, dude?
What do you mean?
You cut your hair.
No, I'm going bald, dude.
No, you cut it. That's a crisp cut.
Yeah, well, it's only a couple of days old.
Oh, Matt, are you in your new home?
I am in my new home. There's a brick wall behind me. Yeah, new
Can we get a
location.
tour? Quick tour, quick house tour.
No,
No,
real quick,
no.
Ben. How is this out of your control?
I can't control what time we get back, and
Yeah.
I can't like if I knew what time I'd get back, then I would have had control, and then also yeah, so I had to go into a cave.
You had to.
Had to.
You had to.
You really want me to give up a day of my holiday?
Not a
to
day,
make sure-
just an hour, maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah. Like
All
an hour.
right, well, let's get on with the show. All right, we've addressed the fact how fucking flaky I am. Now I'm here. Let's move on.
Okay.
I
All
mean,
right.
some people said you're like a single dad. We only see you every second weekend, you know?
I don't even pay child support.
No, you don't pay shit.
Do you want to quickly run through the games we've already covered?
All right, lightning round, ready?
Yep.
Sharks, Cowboys.
Sharks,
Eels, Knights.
Knights,
Rabbitohs, Broncos.
Broncos,
Dolphin, Raiders.
Raiders.
And last one was Eagles and Titans. I think you said the Eagles.
Eagles, yep.
See Eagles. Cool. Next game we've got here, closing out the poo slinging Saturday. We have got Panthers v Tigers. Tigers paying $4.75. What's your margin on this one, boys?
Ooh, margin game.
Ben, you go first. What's your margin?
Oh, Jesus. 20?
20? You shouldn't go over 13. Matt, what do you got?
I will be going 18 points for this
Shouldn't go.
one.
Shouldn't go.
The-
What did I just say?
The one note I have set for this game is just yeesh.
Yeah, this one's going to be a rough one. Who's got the best margin in our tipping comp? Someone tell me.
Great question. Let me answer it by looking. It is you, my friend.
Don't go over 13. Don't do it. Like, just stick it on 13. If you think it's going to be a blowout, 13. It's close
Okay.
enough.
All right.
Because it might they might only win by 6.
Maybe. Yeah. Or they might
Possible.
win by a lot.
Might win by a lot. And
but
you'll be
yeah.
close. You won't know how much that lot is. So
Yeah. This game is in Bathurst, by the way. And I wonder if Penrith's going to rest anyone. This seems the kind of game where they might be like, you know what? Let's just sit out Cleary.
hang on. Yeah, that's true. I mean, he
Oh,
is
look at
potentially
that.
injured, right? Oh, I'm not watching. Wow,
Oh, look at
that's
that.
so beautiful.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Hey, stick to the rugby league, boys. Come on. Eyes on the
Yeah.
prize.
Yeah, I'm
let's have a
going
look at this.
Panthers by
Panthers.
18. What do you got, Mikhail?
Yeah, I've got the Panthers by 12 at this point, and I wouldn't be surprised if like this entire reserve list gets switched in there, and they take a whole bunch of people out. Who's going to replace Cleary? Peachy? Peachy plays halves.
I think he's playing in the centers. for
Yeah,
this
he
game.
is, but like he swap them around. Fuck it. Who cares?
Jack Cogger maybe is in the reserves there. Yeah, but yes, Panthers to win. Tigers will win eventually, but it's not this week.
Sunday 2 p.m. we have got the Roosters v the Warriors. Roosters looked rough against the Dragons on the weekend. Ben, did you catch that one? Getting dizzy.
No, I've been out of the loop for the last week.
Missed a good game.
It's a real good game.
I was watching the score update. So it was 27-26, I think, was the final score.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
no.
really close, right down to the wire. It was.
Yeah, I know
Who,
he would have been biting his nails in that last 10 minutes.
yeah, who dropped the ball for the Dragons at the end? I can't
Oh, it was
remember. Somebody did.
Couchman.
Oh yeah, Toby Couchman. That sucks. Like the team got around him at least, but like yeah, that sucks when a young man does
Oh.
that.
It happens. Like if he did that in the first 5 minutes,
Yeah.
it would have been okay. They would have moved on. But it happens in the last end of the game, and the chance of those things happen are the same throughout the entire game. If not, maybe they probably increase in the chance of you dropping the ball late in the game, so you're getting tired.
And Ben, the Warriors were robbed against the Storm. The Warriors are looking very good. They had a lot of injuries and they've got a lot of outs this week, so your Roosters might get up. Who have you got for this one, Benjamin? Why you keep moving, you fucking ADHD kid?
Hey,
I'm with my mate.
Yeah. Put his helmet on.
No, I've been wearing a helmet all day, dude.
Okay.
Sorry, just run through that game one more time. Just so
Roosters
Matt can
versus
hear
the
it.
Warriors.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna tip the Roosters, but I think it's gonna be a nail biter. I do think the Warriors are gonna bring it.
Did you hear Sam Walker got dropped?
Yeah, I know. I remember that.
Yeah, botched circumcision. Matt, who have you got for this one?
yeah. I would have loved to have tipped the Warriors here, but all those missing players had me leaning towards the Roosters as it is right now. I mean, Tohu's out, Chance is out, Jazz is out, Dylan Walker potentially suspended. We'll see what happens. Maybe that might be going on tonight, the judiciary. But yeah, I mean, and then for the Roosters, they get Nat Butcher back, like a slight little, although they lose Daniel Tupou, he's injured. So Corey Allen's on the wing. I think the Roosters win in Mount Smart Stadium. I'll say they win by 8 points in this game.
Yeah, not by much, but yeah, it sucks all the Warriors aren't going to be full strength. I think Freddie Lussick looked pretty good on the weekend as well.
Yeah. What about
So
you, Mike? Did you say you taking Warriors or Roosters?
I'm taking the Roosters, but not by much.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you get to the game,
You're sort of like,
Yeah,
you sound
yeah.
like you're underwater, dude.
Yep.
Maybe take your finger off there.
Yeah, my finger was on the microphone. I need you to say the home team first.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes all the sense in the world because now my tip might change. I'm gonna backflip and go Warriors.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because when you say Roosters Warriors, I assume it's a Roosters home game. Then you say Mount Smart, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you want me to run through them again, but start with the home team?
So when you said that list to me, was that in any order?
No, it's good. He said it right. He said it right.
Coming up with the order of these games.
I like your beard.
Yeah.
Does
Very
it grow on the
distinguished.
mustache? Are you like the anti version of me? Like, yuck.
What you think about my beard? I'm gonna say it's a 6 out of
Your-
10.
Alright.
Hands on the microphone again.
Yeah.
Rate my beard in the comments. I think it's a 6 out of 10.
I think the comments is going to be pretty busy this week, dude.
Yeah.
think
The
it's gonna
comment
be
section is
pretty
going to be
busy.
busy.
It's going to be pretty busy.
Well, your beard's looking pretty good, dude. You've got that fucking pedophile beard going on. Looks great.
That's good. I like it. We've got the Bulldogs versus the Dragons for our last game.
Let's see what you did there, Mike.
Dragons at home. Dragons very close to winning on the weekend. I think I'm going to take them this week. The Bulldogs haven't shot off like everybody hoped they would. I think the Dragons just eke this one out. Matthew, who have you got for this one?
Yeah, tough game to tip, this one. Probably of the two games that I think they're the toughest. For the Dragons, Monga is out, so Max Fiane, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, he replaces him. The Dogs, after 3 straight losses, have dropped Kyle Flanagan. So club legend Josh Reynolds comes in, and he starts at 5'8". Yeah, club legend.
That guy wouldn't make a Sydney Roosters like under sevens fucking reserve bench.
Well, now that you've said that, I think the Bulldogs win. I think on the back of your comments about him, I think he inspires the Dogs to victory. J Ray, I am tipping Story this season, so I think they snap the losing streak. Bulldogs win 4 points.
Who you got for this one, Benny?
Just like really quickly say hello to the tour guide. Is that too random for the podcast?
No, I don't want to.
Please put him on.
Okay.
Well, what's the last game? I'll bring it to him and I'll just tell him to choose.
This is it.
What would win a
How about
fight
this?
out of a dragon and a bulldog?
I'll ask this Vietnamese tour guide what team I should tip for in the last game of the round, and I'll go whichever he says. Do you guys agree?
Yeah. Well, this is the last game in the round.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? So sorry.
Dragons, Bulldogs.
Okay. Go the Dragons. He would have wanted the Dragons.
The dog-sized dragon.
Yeah, he would have wanted to go with the Dragons. Go with the Dragons.
Should we get to some comments? You guys want to talk about some comments here? Comments are the best part of the week.
We
Comments
got a
been
lot of
going
comments.
off this week.
Comments have been. How long did you guys wait around before you realized I was like probably dead in a cave?
I called your dad. Well, I texted
did
your
you?
dad. Yeah, and he called. I said it earlier. I sent him a text and he called me immediately. I hate that.
Oh, he's gonna be so worried about me.
No, he was right. He told me you're in a cave and probably not going to make it. I was like, okay.
Well, you know.
Well, you half made it. Rugby league history writes, in relation to the shower discussion, whether or not we pee in the shower. He's done both of those things. Wait, what? He's done both of those things.
Death Road?
Oh, it was peeing in the shower and pooping and then wiping your ass in the shower. Well, like
Cleaning
washing
your ass in the shower. Okay. Ben is a complete wrong'un, to be fair. Like, he comes up with some very bizarre stuff. I don't think he will ever return to Australia, though. He might end up in Cambodia or Laos at this point. When's he fly home?
This dude's fucking tripping. Like, what the fuck is a wrong'un? Let us know in the comments, because you're wronging your whole fucking train of thought, dude.
Okay, you got him. Got him.
Like that. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, that's good. History of football writes. Shout out to Wrexham as well. Wrexham. What do they do when they avoid relegation? They go up into the next league.
Yeah, they went. They got promotion. I think it's called promotion.
Yeah, Mullen. Let's go. History of football says some shocking revelations there with Matt revealing he supported Eastern Suburbs at one stage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I've said it before. I think I said it last year. Everybody supports the Roosters until their brains are fully developed.
I'm my tour guide. I can quickly ask him, Dragons or Bulldogs.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. While you're going to get him. Yeah. No. I also remember the other day that the Roosters actually came to visit me in primary school when I was in Sydney, and when you're like. Oh, here we go.
Hi, dude.
Hey.
If you ever come to Vietnam and you want to go to the caves in Phong Nha, then this is your guy. His name's Locke. He's with Oxalis Tours. Shout out to Oxalis Tours.
Shout out.
Just choose Dragons or Bulldogs? Which one? Dragons or Bulldogs? Just pick one.
Dragon or Buddha?
Yeah, pick one.
It's a dog-sized dragon.
I need to call it up.
Yeah, you just say Dragon or Bulldog. Which one?
Yeah.
I need to say, right?
Yeah, which one?
Yeah.
Dragon.
Dragons. All right.
Lock it
and one
in.
more thing. Do you pee in the shower?
Do you pee in the shower?
No, never pee in the shower.
Yeah.
What? You should try it, man.
Shower free after trip. Yeah. What does it mean there?
Oh, I'll explain on the bus.
Yeah.
On the bus. Imagine the whole bus is just waiting for you.
Right, thank you, brother. Okay, Dragons. Lock it in.
Dragons are going to win 13+. Jeff Stern writes, you can all go get fucked. I hate all of you. Ben, don't call home. And there's another one after this. You ask him what happened. And he says, no, I don't believe Matt is Greek. Pretty sure you're Greek, Matt. I've met your dad. He's the Greekest man I've ever met in my life.
I won't say your name, but it ends in Relopoulos, and you know it's Greek.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just think he likes to advertise his ass is available. Yes, it is.
Yeah, my ass is available, ladies. Come on in.
Mike is just arrogant and hates Ben. Yep. That's
you bring an air of undeserved arrogance to this whole thing.
Undeserved.
Ben is a pothead idiot who deserves Mike's hate. Yeah.
Who said that?
Your dad.
Oh.
Simon Ashwin writes, good podcast, lads.
Hey,
thanks
Simon.
That sounds
Hey,
like
Simon.
he's not being I think he's making fun of us. I think he's being sarcastic.
You think he's being sarcastic?
I think he's being sarcastic. I think
Simon
he's saying like
do us like that.
Good podcast,
Where's your
lads.
podcast,
Yeah.
man? Where's
What
your
the
fucking
fuck is your
podcast,
podcast, cunt? Huh?
Yeah, where's your 104
Fucking
views?
where's your?
Yeah.
Good. I'll fucking chop you.
Fucking 3 inches in your mouth, mate.
When I'm fucking done with what's his name, Jared Wallace. When I'm done with Jared Wallace, I'm coming for you, Simon. I'm coming for you.
Simon.
Adam Garreau writes, terrible bogan accents from yous. Nothing Aussie about yous. Matt should go back to the States. The Yank. Matt should go back to saying the Yank. Yeah.
Okay.
Missed you, Adam. Love you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
love
it.
you, love you, Adam.
See you at Anzac Round.
The accent is Canadian, so I do take offense. But in saying that, I did live in the States for a little bit of time down in Arkansas.
Oh, gross.
Arkansas.
You don't say it properly. It's Arkansas.
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 Down there, what they would say all the time as like an exclamation, as like it's basically their version of "oh geez" or "oh well, would you look at that?" They would say, "Well, I'll be damned."
Man.
Well, I'll be damned.
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Oh,
John-
well, I'll be damned.
John King writes, "I'd like to get one of your hats." Isn't that nice? I mean,
Hell yeah.
you can have one. I spent about 20 minutes before the show today trying to set up a Gmail account so that he could email us his address and I could send him one. But I think, John, if you want one, maybe if you're comfortable, put your address in the comments or find
You're never getting a hat. I will
find a way to
golf
reach out. I'm not
sign
sure,
them.
man. I don't feel comfortable giving my email out. So if you want to give me your email, just chuck it down there. I'll reach out and I'll give me your address.
Give him a hat. Can we all just put our hands up and just swear that whatever happens, whatever rendition of hats or merchandise we bring out on the future, we refuse no matter how much Simon is prepared to pay. Simon never gets one. Do we agree to that?
Why Simon? No, I don't agree to that.
Oh, because now I've got it out for the Simon guy.
It's okay. You've got it out. You've got it out for everybody in this comments, dude. What do you think about Jack Wighton signing with the Rabbitohs, real quick?
I think he's better. I think he'll be better at Canberra.
You think he was better at Canberra? He's going to the Rabbitohs next year. It's
Yeah,
locked in.
I think he is better in.
Okay.
I think he'll make more of an impact for Canberra.
Yeah.
All right. And how do you feel about falling off the top of the ladder?
I knew this was going to come up.
It's come up.
I feel that contributes to part of my disenfranchisement this week. It's quite a touchy subject, but it's also something I need to acknowledge.
You literally crawled into a cave to escape it.
We are being beaten by a woman. Matt, can you give me your woke view on this shit?
It's probably
Someone who maybe knows how to tip better than us.
yeah. And this wouldn't be the first time you've been beaten by a woman, dude.
And, and this wouldn't have happened if I didn't tip that the fins.
Are they telling you to get on the bus?
Are we going on the bus? I got to get my thing from storage. Already there.
All right.
Continue.
Well, shit. Hang on real quick. We're all on the Sharks. Ben's on the Knights. The rest of us are on the Eels. I'm on the Rabbitohs. Ben's on the Broncos. As are you, Matt. Ben's on the Raiders. We're on the Dolphins. We're all on the Eagles. We're all on the Panthers. We're all on the Roosters. Ben's on the Warriors. We're all on the Dragons. You're on the Bulldogs, Matt.
I'm on the Bulldogs. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Just the Tip. I'm your host, Michael. Take us out, Ben.
Are you ready for a thumbnail, boys?
Let's go.
Let's get a thumbnail, boys.
Okay.